Good evening and salutations, my Jade fans. Hmm. Okay, so this scene, Cody and Sasha. I've been thinking about this all week, how this was going to play out. And it played out nearly exactly the way I thought it was going to play out. Okay? It was going to give some time, not as long as I thought it was going to take before they drew out the scene where Cody found out that they're cousins and that he was going to be in denial. It's like we all saw that coming, right? And there's a part where Sasha's like, in a way, we should be kind of grateful to her because at least she, um, we found out, all those times that we got interrupted, that's actually kind of a good thing. We didn't go all the way. And Cody says something along the lines of, well, that's good. I mean, at this point, we're only actually kind of kissing cousins. And I'm just like, that shit sounds terrible. That sounds terrible. I always go back to the whole, are they going to do the guiding light route, right? And I don't understand to this day how that shit was able to fly back then. But, he's angry, he's upset, she's upset. It's somewhat melodramatic in a sense. And I know it sounds kind of dumb coming from a soap opera, but like he's talking about pretty much how his life is now spiraling out of control, as though she was like the love of his life. And I get that it sucks, and they got close and everything like that, and he really developed feelings for each other. But part of me is just like, I think I should probably be. I mean, yeah, be kind of bummed, but also, whew, I mean, because I really wanted to. But now I can't even sit there and think of that. And there's one point he's like, I can't just really turn off my feelings that easy. I'm like, better learn, because you better learn. Um, yeah, it just feels so melodramatic. It's like, yeah, they got close and everything, but like they're not acting like they're a great love to each other's lives. So it's like he gets upset and he decides to go to the bar to get drunk. Now, Drew's numbers are bad with blue collar people because he's a quarterman, he's rich, and they feel like he's just out of touch. So, for some odd reason, you tell me if this actually makes sense in the long run. Nina's like, I got a perfect plan. Okay, Nina, what's your plan? I really want to hear this. She gives him a average shirt, tells him to take off his jacket, go down to the local bar, and talk to the local folks. You can be Drew. You could be Drew Kane at this point. Let me get this straight. So he's supposed to dress down, talk to the local folks, and I guess they're just supposed to forget about the fact that he is a quartermain and his bank account is 4 times the size of theirs. They're just going to magically forget because he doesn't have on a suit and tie anymore. Okay, sure. Um, so he gets down there, and a guy walks up to him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you're Drew Kane or whatever." And the guy was also an ex-Navy SEALs, and so he's about to sit there and starts telling some stories. Cody is overhearing this whole thing, and he's just angry. He wants somebody to sit there and fight. Sasha, you really should have just kept this to your damn self. Cody remembers the conversation where Drew was kissing Willow. So he walks over there. He's like, I want to talk to you. And Nina tries to get him, sees how he's a little kind of drunk, a little kind of rowdy. So tries to get him away from the situation. Cody's saying, no, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to him. She's like, okay, all right, fine. We can talk or whatever. And yeah, at first she's like, you want to, really want to hear his story, but he seemed like he's getting more answers, so he tries to take him away from the situation. They don't really get that far from earshot. He's like, oh, he starts picking his argument with him. And then either he punches him first or he just pretty much blurts out, you think you're so amazing, you're with this woman, yeah, you're sitting there kissing your your nephew's wife and everything. He just blurts this shit out. And everybody in the bar hears it, and Nina's just like, oh. And the thing is, we knew that this secret was gonna come out. The question was how was it going to come out? I could have thought of more better ways. I think we all could have thought of more better ways that this secret could have came out. So it's kind of like, eh. But to be fair, and again from what I heard, that this was a last minute decision. So they just kind of went with it. And this is what happens when you decide to just throw last minute decisions into a story. Yeah. So kind of a letdown. Sonny brings in Holly, and he wants to change the terms of the deal. He's like, you weren't really forthcoming with me. This whole Sitwell situation. And, at first, she wants to take the diamond and be on her way. So he's like, Sitwell's in Miami. Or he was last seen in Miami. So he's probably on his way to Port Charles. And he's probably looking for you. I was like, oh, okay, you said terms, right? So what's these new terms now? So he increases it by 5%. And I'm still just like, bro, you're already rich. And I feel like you are just taking on more problems for an extra 35%. I mean, I understand there's millions and oodles and noodles of dollars and stuff, but Pikeman was not there giving you way more, and you were just like, whoa, I don't know about this, so why would you even bother with trouble from them? I don't. Anyway, she decides to take the deal. Jason's like, yo, listen, we gotta move on these diamonds. We gotta do them now. So he's like, well, family comes first. Okay, I mean that's cool and everything, but we gotta. I mean, we got a sociopath that's coming here. Maybe we should probably take care of this now. Like we should do this now. So you are taking on more trouble. You're taking on trouble that you don't really need, and now you're just taking your sweet time with it. I'm pretty sure nothing could possibly go wrong. I have total confidence. Um, and it goes to Jack. It's like, you need to sit there and tell me the whereabouts of Valentine. Okay? Charlotte's mom is gravely ill, and I want her to be at her bedside in case things, they can turn for the worse. Brennan pretty much is like, yeah, I still don't know. They go back and forth, and Anna's like, you're lying to me. I need this information, and Jack is like, you're the one that tipped them off, and so he's kind of in a win because of you. And I'm like, yes, that's true and everything, but like, that's it doesn't matter at this point in time. Like, did you not understand the stakes? You can help with this situation, and you're choosing not to because you don't want any blowback coming back to you. But you had no problems that they're helping out Carly, not once, but twice. So part of me is like, so let me get this straight. You will only sit there and show an act of kindness and chivalry and the promise of getting some ass. Because that's what it generally comes down to. And I like Brennan, I like Jack Brennan, but I'm like, then he brings up the whole, you shot Charlotte and everything like that. And I was like, okay, bro, see, now we just going left with this. Anna still feels broken up about it. I'm personally like, she played the game at F round and she found out. We just Don't start doing the whole tears thing. It is what it is. Um, she's like, this is the reason why I let Valentine go. And I'm like, you're making excuses at this point. It doesn't matter. The point is, you let go of a criminal. That's what it came down to. No matter what your justification is for it, you still let him go. So spare me with the excuses. And pretty much kind of gets the he hauls out the door, starts to get Jason and gets Spinelli involved, and Spinelli is like, I'm in. Um, Heather sees Laura. They hug. She asks, she's like, hey, listen, I'm leaving town, but I need a favor. I want to sit the NCAs. Alexis is there, because why not at this point? Um, and Laura, Laura grants it. Laura's like really surprised, and she almost seems like she's kind of a little annoyed. I was like, Laura, you are kind of responsible for this, right? Got the ball in motion, just in case you forgot. I didn't forget. Um, so she grants him that. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a. I felt like my skin was kind of crawling watching Heather around Ace. I don't know why, but it just felt so uneasy watching that scene. Um, yeah, Kevin was there and Steve was there. We knew nothing was gonna happen, but it just felt so skin crawling. Laura's like, I can't help but sit there and think that I kind of got the whole ball rolling in on this whole, getting Heather released. Alex is like, this is Rick's fault. Sure, whatever. Because if it wasn't going to be Rick, it was going to be somebody else. It may or may not have been as competent, but I, hmm, I think the average lawyer could have sat there and still got Heather the same deal. So yeah, blame Rick for a lot of things. You can't sit there and blame Rick for that. Rick was already annoying when he was like, "Oh, I thought that only this was going to happen, only that was going to happen." It's like, bro, it is what it is. Stop, stop feeling that guilty. The money's going to come in. She's going to get her settlement. You're going to get a cut. You're going to forget all about that. So let's not play that game. Sonny's there for Dante. Sam made a surgery. Well, I saw the previews. It looked like he's going to propose to her while she is in a tremendous amount of pain. So, that's true romance right there, I guess. Uh, then while Sasha's upset, trying to get a reach of Cody, talks to Holly, and she's all pissed with her. She's like, you caused this. You're dead to me. Um, you know. And in a way, I can understand why she's upset. I mean, hell, yeah, years to sit there and tell her, who her father was. And if that would have happened, she wouldn't even actually have thought of Cody in that way. She wouldn't have got her heart broken because of her, because of Holly and her choices. Every time she sits there and tells somebody new, like when she told Cody, and Cody was like, "Oh, I thought your mom was dead." It's like, "Yeah, well, she was dead in my mind and in my heart, pretty much." And I'm like, this is what happens when you start sitting there retconning stuff. It's like Maxie was kind of slighted by it, so it kind of made her seem like she was like that wasn't really cool that you lied to me. So it's like she's getting a little bit of smoke since because they had to sit there and retcon it. Like, okay, I like that's about it. I can't think of anything else major. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I'm missing a scene or two, but I don't think those scenes probably practically went anywhere. So, um, Liz is not there asking Steve, like, because, Steve was like, hey, listen, I'm taking Mom Dukes out of town, taking her to Arizona or whatever, so this way she could be away from everyone else. And Liz is like, is that the best thing for you? I was like, Liz, what is your solution? Huh? What is your solution? You want her to stay here and be around all the victims, not really find a job, probably sit there and do something horrible? Who knows? I get that she cares about her brother, but at the end of the day, this is this is the best solution. I mean, would you have wanted her to stay with you and have Rick be there? So yeah. Anyway, I feel like that's pretty much about it. That's the general gist of the episode. If I missed a couple of things, let me know in the comment section. I'll come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I will be talking about all the shows, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born to Beautiful, and Young and Restless. I'll see you in the next video.